All right, composition of functions. We're doing the algebraic version today. Yesterday we did graphical. Okay. So I'm going to give you two functions. And then we're going to combine them algebraically. You guys okay? Yeah. I hope so. Yeah, I noticed. Upside down frowns. Terrible. Okay, you're going to see this written two ways. I prefer this because it tells you what to put inside, right? This one, it's the same thing. This goes inside. Oh, I hate. That's what we did yesterday. It's just different. It's an algebraic method now. So if you see this, know that this is what it means. Okay? I just have to expose it to both because some books have it one way, some have it the other way, some teach it differently. So exposure. If I'm going to put G inside of F, that means I am taking G and putting it inside of F. Notice X, that's where it's going to go. All right, so you're basically putting it in for every X. This item goes right here. All it is a substitution. You're plugging something in. It just still has a variable in it. So I'm putting G of X inside of F of X. Okay, let me write it differently. See how this goes in for X? That means you put this in for X. Okay. Good? No good? Good or no good? I need some feedback here. About half of us get it. Awesome. Awesome. And everybody else that doesn't get it. Do you see that G is going inside of F? Right? This is F of X. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do it. Yes or no? So I'm putting G in there for X. So all I'm doing is putting this in for X. All right, let's finish this one up. You've got to simplify. How do I simplify this? How do I get rid of parentheses? Thank you. Thank you. So that you distribute it. Oh, look at that. I didn't do that on purpose.
Explain your distribution.
What's 2 times 1/2? And then 2 times -4? Got it. Okay. What if I ask you, what is f of g of 4? Anybody? X is 4, so what's the answer? I plug 4 in for x, so what's the answer? Okay, on this one, it's very straightforward. It's just like yesterday, except we're doing it algebraically now instead of graphically. Okay. Let's try a different one. I'm going to do colors. What did I plug in for x? 4. So I put 4 in for x. Look at the screen. X became 4, right? I wanted to evaluate the function at 4. Well, you'll be given a number. So I put 4 in for x. This was not purposeful on my part, but this one will not be that easy. So okay, see how I put g in for x? I've substituted g of x in here, right? So when I go to write x, I need to leave room to put this inside of it. See, x became g, x became g. Now I need to simplify it. How do I simplify that? We're not solving equations here, so we don't need to just get rid of that. Remember what squared means? There are 2 of them. Remember 4 squared is 4 times 4, right? So anything squared is that times that. We need to FOIL it. First, outer, inner, last. FOIL. Your plan has been foiled. And then you have one more step to combine the x's. Okay. You with me on that answer?
That's it. Yes, that's it.
Okay. What is f of g of 2?
Where's the little baby?
I pulled it out of thin air.
But isn't it going to give us the
You're
number?
going to be given the number.
Yeah, okay.
On the sheet, it says f of g of 3. Okay. So plug that in for x, right? And do the math. Order of operations comes into play here. 4 times 9 is 36. 48 times 2. Well, that's interesting.
Holy moly. No way.
I know.
No room for him.
Yeah, I know some of these are long. I do.
Holy cow.
Okay, let me show you one more. So I've introduced the square root now.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. What is g of f of x? Okay, g's on the outside, so I'm going to write it. And everywhere there's an x, I'm going to put enough room to write something else. Yeah, it is. Won't stay focused. So everywhere there's an x, I left a space. And I'm going to put that right in there for it. So everywhere there's an x, just leave space and write the f in there. Okay. Simplify it as much as you can. Okay, let's say what's f of g of 1?
No, it is.
You plug 1 in for x.
19. Where 19 lagging.
The what?
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
The square root of 19.
Oh, that's, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. The square root. Well, it has to be now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That would be my fault.
See, that's that.
Got kind of in a pattern there. I'm going to come help those of you that still need it individually. Okay, homework back of worksheet. Study for test.
Oh, goodness. Great. I know that's